it's very instructive, and luckily, we won't be duplicative in our efforts today. I'm Anita Estelle, as Ron told you, and I want to acknowledge the other colleague on the panel today. Let's see, Charles O'Neill, I see you out there. I've been looking at your 5 pillars, and honestly, I'm a little biased, but I'm also very honest, and I'm pretty intelligent also. Not only am I a shareholder at Posenelli Stewart, but I'm an equity owner, and I'm the only African-American equity owner in a national law firm. We have about 600 lawyers, and we're in 16 cities, so I understand some of the challenges you're facing, and it's a real pleasure to be here. But looking at the 5 pillars, I really think that advocacy is the most important pillar. It is really the most important pillar because it supports the other 4. Particularly right now, the reality is, my mother picked cotton in Mississippi, right? She had a 2nd grade education, so I really saw the government process as a way of helping communities, and I grew up in Illinois, drank, ate Lincoln's Kool-Aid, freedom, Emancipation Proclamation, and I really believe in this thing we call America. So I really made a point, after I became a lawyer, to really engage in this area. And right now that we're at a crossroads in terms of the new millennium, it is the most important issue, not only for African Americans, but for all Americans. And what I'm going to talk about are really the budget implications. My expertise is in the area of appropriations and budget. I do a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was groomed on the House Appropriations Committee under Lou Stokes. In FY10, the last time we did earmarks, I secured about $2 billion from my clients. That's right, $2 billion. So that's what I do. I was trained to help deliver resources to communities in the form of grants, contracts, and cooperative agreements. And now that we're having these budget implications, I'm very concerned. So we'll go to the first chart. Part of the concern is this. There's a gathering storm here that's of global relevance. America finds itself being pulled by the global changes underway from Brazil and China, India, and other countries, right? So we're being pulled into the future. A lot of the stools, a lot of the legs on our economic stools have collapsed. If you look at a number of industries, communications, healthcare, education, energy. And we're moving quickly, the auto industry also, and we're moving quickly to try and regather our competencies so we can be competitive. Well, if you couple the pull with the need for a push, you'll see the nature of our problem. The push is associated with changing demographics. In a few years, the majority population will be comprised of black, brown, red people, minorities, but have been classified as minorities. These communities are, and women also, these are the communities that have been historically and traditionally marginalized and underserved. And now America faces this situation where we have to have large numbers of talented people, what's the operative word? Who can drive intellectual property, who can drive the creation of intellectual property, who are innovators, who can create, who can build, not only build, but build operations in industries that are sustainable. So this nation is looking to all of you to be a part and a factor in the equation that's going to drive solutions. And it's a huge undertaking because the skills that many of us have, including myself, are outdated. Let's just be honest.